how you doing? OT, what would you like to debate about?
It's basically about therapy.
Okay.
Were you talking with Melina about it before?
Mm-hmm.
And let me just say the hard part for me first, if you don't mind, and I'll tie it back to what my point.
Sure.
So basically, I'm sorry, is that okay?
Yeah.
So basically, I have this. It's like when you visualize, I have this kind of like dead baby boy that I see. Okay, and that came up in one of my sessions, but if
Wait,
it's
when you
I've
visualize
had.
what?
I mean, this was
Chat, what
dead
did he
baby
say?
boy that I saw, and that's not really the point.
Who
I
is
don't want
he?
to go into that. It's just I just wanted to let you know it's kind of it's not something. Okay, so I went to therapy. Okay, so you had 2 points. That one that you'd bring up have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like go through your life and deal with a whole bunch of stuff that was kind of crappy, and two, that it would be kind of it'd be intrusive. So I was gonna talk about both parts.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I like so with the situation with the baby boy,
Chat, did he say
it
dead
wasn't
baby boy?
something that I thought.
Or just baby?
I didn't have any expectations that I could have done anything about it, right? So it was just some crappy. It was a really crappy scene that I just it was kind of kind of like my block, kind of from like kind of going into the whole scene. It's kind of strange, but that doesn't really matter. But
Mm-hmm.
but the but when it was the session where there was something that I wasn't sure about. It was doing uh okay, I guess this part is a little hard too. But well, actually I figured out. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we could have saved somebody. If I made a mistake and I wasn't sure if we could have saved somebody. But I figured out it wasn't the case. It was just like PTSD memories. They're kind of like chunked and they're out of sequence, so I couldn't figure it out because of the way it was structured and the part pieces that were missing.
Sorry
So I
that
just couldn't
happened
figure.
to you, OT.
Okay, well, thank you. Um,
You okay?
yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
want to let it out?
It, yeah. No. Well, it's. I've. It's just kind of sad to bring up, but it's. I'm okay with being sad about this, right? It's
Yeah.
that's the normal thing.
So therapy helped you?
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah. But okay. Well, let me stick to my point, and you can ask questions. Um, Let me follow my point. So basically, there's EMDR, which is basically for post-traumatic stress stuff, and basically, I don't need to go into the details, but basically, so I was working on the topic of the like, woman that I felt maybe I could have saved, but or could that's close enough. And but also this other thing came up because it was kind of related to the whole thing, but like with the dead baby boy. But I didn't. There wasn't really a need to go into the second thing because it wasn't something that's like the therapist said. You don't we don't have to
Wait,
go there,
thank you.
right?
Cute.
Because it wasn't something that was like really interfering with my life. It was just how I was dealing with something and not right. I mean, it's just kind of anyway. It's kind of how my focus worked and all that kind of stuff.
So now you feel a lot better after therapy?
Oh yeah. I mean, good Lord. Well, yeah, my whole nervous system kind of changed. I was like,
Well,
yeah.
I'm really happy for you. I mean, if therapy works for you, I don't want to diss it. Like, I'm not a therapist. Like, I'm happy you're feeling better, and I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Yes, but okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, the point is that you're talking you were talking about having all this stuff that you have to go through, and it's not really the case. I mean, it's like
I
sometimes
wasn't saying it like that for me. I just to specify, I wasn't saying I have so much stuff I have to go through. I didn't mean it like that. I'm very blessed in my life.
Okay. So
I
all
wasn't
right.
sympathy
So
farming, you
okay,
know.
I guess that was one
Chat
thing.
the
But
life
yeah,
of a
so you
streamer,
don't have to dig
bro.
through everything.
The
Basically,
weight on my
that's an old
shoulders,
type of
bro.
therapy, right? Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to say therapy. Like, I'm really happy for you if you think it helped. Like, I
Uh, uh,
WW.
no. Oh, well, that I actually, but the thing was, when you talk with Milena, you're saying that you didn't want to.
I don't want to go to therapy personally. Well, I
Yeah,
haven't been
and you.
through something really, really traumatic, you know. Um,
Uh,
I think every brain works very differently. And look, thank
but
I
you.
I'm
see
sorry,
you.
but you had two more main points for why you didn't, and it's not for me. It's not about whether you do things; it's how you do things, right? So the main points you had. I mean, if you have other points, that's different, right? But the main points you had aren't what has to be, basically. So you don't have to dig through everything. The other thing, you don't have to end up being obsessed with this stuff during the day, because you train yourself, and it's actually really good training. And it's just, it's just making habits. It's like if you have something that's bothering you, you just take it and you set aside a block of time, right? And well, I guess this is good for everybody. Set aside a block for time and you always keep it and you train yourself to do that. And then, you know,
Like
when
a
you're
block of
stressed,
time for therapy.
yes, so you can start out even easier than therapy, right? But it doesn't even have to be therapy. But yeah, a block of time for therapy or a block of time to deal with, the biggest issue you have for the week, whatever the thing is. And then you deal with it then. And it's actually kind of important that with like kind of stressful things that you do it this way, because then your full attention's on it, and I'm sorry, and you're not trying to deal with that while you're dealing with something else, right?
I mean,
If you're full of,
I think for therapy, it works amazing for some people and not for others. I feel like everyone's brain is different, so I feel like being like it's amazing or it's awful, it doesn't work because everyone's so different, you know. I think trying it is WW idea. But I think everyone's mindset going into it is different. You know, I think if you have something really like obviously it helped you a lot, and I feel like if you have something really really traumatic that's like PTSD, then I think it's amazing to be able to talk to experts. It just depends what your problem is. I feel like.
okay, so maybe it's just not even won't even end up maybe about therapy, but okay. So to the second point is just like,
Also, it's
uh,
very expensive. Like,
uh,
I feel like most people probably cannot afford to go to therapy. It's a lot. Unless you get it in healthcare or something. I feel like I would never want to be like everyone should go to therapy because not everyone can go to therapy.
right. Uh, okay, and yeah, so yeah, you're talking. I guess it was like few months ago. Okay, so I was just kind of nervous bringing up some of this stuff. But like, you're concerned about how you're going to get from where you are in life to your dreams, right? Like, meeting guy and marrying him and like dealing with the food
I'm not
issues
worried
and
about
stuff.
that. I'm only 22. I mean,
What?
I feel like for my brain personally, talking a lot about problems does not help. Like I fixate on stuff in my life, and when I talk about things that I don't like, I get sad, and when I talk about things that I like, I get happy. For my brain, I do not think therapy would work unless I have a really traumatic event, right? Because that's different. For the way that I work, I don't think it would work for my brain. I think for some people, it is amazing. Like I think if you have a problem that is mental, that you feel like you can fix if you change something mentally, I think it's amazing. I think sometimes if you have problems in your life that can't change, right? Like you're really unhappy about like I don't know, there's someone in your family who's horrible or sick or something like that, right? And you can't change it. I feel like sometimes talking about it doesn't always help because you can't change it, and then you fixate on it more. Like I really feel like it depends on what your problem is, I personally don't like fixating on things, and I also feel like I'm very blessed in my life, yeah.
Okay, so let me just. Okay, so I'll put this way. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So I was at a this therapy session, and like one of my therapists kind of not freaked out, but could tell she was kind of in shock. But I was chilling because I just had this routine, right? And I knew I don't want to have to deal with things, right? So those were the points you brought up, and I want it's just not how it has to be, basically. And if you can train yourself to not have to deal with something, then when it comes up, if it comes up in your head, or if something comes up in your head, then later on, it's like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this now. It's important, and I need my full attention, and I'll take my hour or whatever to deal with it, right? So for me, the likelihood. So you have a problem with like, compulsively eating the stuff, right? Then if you were talking about having kids and having to deal with that, right? So my actual guess is that if as you try to, so if you can actually start working on that slowly because you have a lot of time,
Wait,
but
I'm confused.
if you do it slowly, I don't know, it'll help you sooner.
Was he
And
referring
I
to
don't know,
me or
it's
like
just,
one as in general?
I it's you can try to work on like small steps, like something you don't like or
I don't know.
whatever.
I feel like I'm not that concerned. I'm very happy in my life being single though. like I
Oh,
feel
I'm
like
not
that's
talking.
not really an issue.
Yeah, it's not an issue now, but you were talking about it being an issue, getting from where you are now to where you want to be. That that's what I was trying to
I am where I
address.
want to be. I love where I am right now.
No, no, no. I mean, not right now. I mean, you married and with kids.
Yeah, but I don't want to be
That,
that now. I don't want to be married with kids now. I
but
feel like for me personally, I don't feel the need necessarily to go to therapy. That's I mean, not that that's my issue, but I just feel like in my brain, I mean, I feel like girly pops. Some people we have kind of like an inbuilt like once a month like we kind of naturally think about bad stuff and bad stuff happens, and a lot of the time it's hormonal, and then you're like, wait, the issues in my head that I thought were really big issues that I was really depressed about, like 4 days later they don't feel like necessarily big issues anymore, And I feel like if I had really big issues, then of course I would go. But I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm not so happy about in life, I can't change. It's out of my control. So I feel like just fixating on that stuff for me doesn't work. I think it helps with some people. It just depends what your problems are.
Okay, so yeah, so I wasn't talking about now. I was just talking about just getting from A to B, right?
Yeah.
So, and whatever pace you're going to take it as you're going to take it as, and at least.
But then I don't need a therapist to tell me how to meet someone and get married. Like, only I can tell myself how to do that because I know myself the best. Like someone that has a completely different life to me wants different things and is a different person. Like I'd rather listen to my own head for stuff like that.
Except the thing is that your anxiety is it's going to depend.
Therapists tell me how to pull.
What's behind your anxiety and what's behind the ability, you're eating, right? So, and those are things that often end up being like an issue that you haven't figured out yet. I mean, it's just the case. I mean, a lot of people done this. It's like, I have this thing and they don't know what it's about. And later on, it's therapy, right? They go to therapy and it's like, okay, this is what I need you to do. Because when you start trying to make, this is the thing, when you start trying to make a change that you feel stuck in and you want to get to A to B, and then
but not everyone wants to necessarily get from A to B. Some people are, one, fulfilling their goals pretty well, or two, are happy where they are. Like I don't think it's for everyone. Like I think it's for some people. I think it helps out so much. I don't think it helps for everyone. Like I think for some people, they don't like fixating on their problems, and they're happily going on the path that they kind of want to go on.
Yes, but you're okay. So maybe misunderstood that you don't think your anxiety is going to be a big problem. Big problem, like in meeting a guy and talking with people. So if that's not the case, then. But the eating thing is not.
Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean by eating thing, OT? I don't remember ever talking about an eating thing. My bad. What's that?
You talk about like not being able to have like keep food around the house because you.
But that's not like a problem in my life, though. It just means I eat a lot of food when there's food in front of. Like this is not like a big life problem. I feel like I need to go to therapy for. If there's breadsticks in the cupboard, I'll eat the breadsticks. I don't think it's that deep. like these are not my like big life problems.
It's not a big. You have a way to deal with it, right? You just don't order the food. But you said when you have kids, it might be a problem. So
I mean, when I have kids, I'll just eat the food. Like I don't think it's that deep. I think I'm
okay.
I feel like if I sat there thinking and fixating on the fact that, if I leave food around the house, I'll eat it, as in it's a problem, then it would probably be worse. Like I'm not a fiend. Like I can leave food, right? I just like snacking.
Okay. Okay, I didn't get that at all from when you talked about being able to eat things. I knew people that are compulsive eaters, basically, and it was about big deal shit.
I always say that there's like so many of my DMs, right? That like, you have autism, you have ADHD, you have da 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 da. Like, so I feel like when you're in the public eye, right? Okay, then you get diagnosed with a lot of different things, right? And it's like I'm pretty happy with the way that I am. I don't know. I'm happy with the way that I am, so I don't want to tell myself that I'm something. Like I don't want to fixate, because I feel like if I tell myself, I'm this, I'm that, then it will make it worse. I feel like in extreme cases, it's very important to get diagnosed, right? Okay, it depends on the person. But for me personally, in my brain, in my life, I would rather just be positive than be like, I have mild autism, I have mild ADHD, I have mild OCD about this certain thing. You know, like I would rather just live in my day. I think if it's affecting you negatively, then I think that is very important. But I think it's also important to not always fixate on issues if they're not big issues.
Well, yes, exactly. So that's what I'm kind of trying to.
I do need to move on in a second if that's okay.
Yeah.
But would you be open to do a vote? I'm very interested in this one because I know a lot of people are very, very, very pro therapy. Of course, because it helps out so many people. But I would be interested to know if people feel like therapy can help everyone or if therapy can only help certain people. So is that an okay thing to do the vote on?
Sure. I mean, I just maybe I misunderstood what was going on with you. I just wanted you to have this information.
Just talking to somebody helps for mental health.
Then,
I bet this chat is
basically.
therapeutic for me.
I just want
and
you to
also a little bright
go.
spot in many people's day.
Yeah.
Conversation and yapping is good for the soul of all involved.
So Lad just did a TTS and it said that yapping is good for people. I feel like for me, stream is so like it makes me so happy because I feel sometimes, not in a bad way, I mean this in a really good way, but I feel because I feel like I do have a responsibility to like uplift people and make people feel happier and bring a positive vibe. Even if I'm feeling down, if I try and make myself today I'm just in a hype good mood, but like say I'm having a bad day, right? Okay, which is not today. Well, I did get called a name today actually, but you know, sometimes I just wake up in a happy mood. But like in days where I am really sad, if I force myself to go live and be happy, I feel so much better by the end of it because I probably talked about happy stuff and I've probably done happy stuff, right? I feel like if I came on and I talked about loads of sad stuff and was really low energy, I would probably feel a lot worse by the end of it. That's my mindset on things. But obviously, in severe cases, please seek help. So with that, chat, 1, if you think that therapy can help everyone. 2, if you feel like therapy can help some people, but it also doesn't necessarily help everyone. Like it's not necessarily a good thing for everyone. Or 1, if you think therapy is a good thing for everyone. Okay, that's interesting. I do seem to be winning OT, but I know so many people that agree with you very passionately. I feel like the ones that say 1 are very passionate about saying 1. But I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I'm very happy that it helped you.
Okay. Well, I'm actually kind of glad I misunderstood if I did, because I was just worried about you. So.
Yeah, I'm just a serial nibbler, right? But thank you very much for coming on OT. And see, no reason to be nervous.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Thanks. You said love you. Oh my gosh, I always have the intrusive thoughts. Chat, do you guys ever get the intrusive thoughts when you're on like a meeting or something to say love you? Like I want to say love you at the end of a meeting so bad to some like random people that I've met like 20 minutes ago. You should try it.
There is no therapy exists for me after I saw how you cooking.
Yes, well, I've seen how I cook more than you've seen how I cook, so think about how I feel, Pasha. Okay, noisy woisy. Noisy woisy. Gage, hello Gage, how you doing?
Hey Lydia, it's nice to meet you. How are you?
It's nice to meet you too. It's nice to hear your voice. I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
Good. I'm glad you're better after everything that happened. It was a rough last month.
You know what? It's completely made up for the fact that I got nominated for the Streamer Awards. Honestly, this is one of the best months of my life now. It was a rookie start, but you know, like equal karma and all that. So, Kate, what is your hot take today? Also,
so my hot
thank you for the
take is
nomination.
actually about the Streamer Awards. They brought up a point. I think you should shave your hairy toes.
Gage. Okay. If I am being honest, to put this to rest, I shave my toes because I like shaving all of myself because I like the feeling of softness. I shave my arms even though my hair is blonde and I have very, very, very little hair. I know the hair on my head is brown, but like all of my body hair and everything is blonde. So I do not need to shave, but I like the feeling of it being soft. I like the feeling of my toes being soft. Therefore, as I exfoliate my feet, I also shave my toes. Do I need to shave my toes? No. There will be no proof.
Okay.
Okay? Is that it, bro? Okay? Does that mean I won the debate?
So since you agreed with me about you need to shave, does that mean I win?
No! Because I never said that I didn't shave. I just happened
But my
to shave.
debate, I think you should shave, and you said you did. So you do, so I win, right?
Then it was never a debate because I agree with you. But not that I have hairy toes. I disagree with you that I have hairy toes. And AK, thank you for the bets and browser. Thank you.
Anywho, have a good stream.
Well,
press one in chat if you want to hear chickens. I'll spam chickens.
No. Okay, right. He's not actually going to do it. Guys, do I drag the next person in, or do I anticipate the fact that Gage is going to spam chickens and I don't want to disturb the next person with chickens? Or is he then going to make me stall so that I can't drag the next person in because I don't want to interrupt them? Okay, he's not going to do it. Okay, he's not going to do it. Okay. Nosy! Could we please torment the next victim? Harlots.
Oh, shit, bitch. How's it going?
Great.
You know, I've been waiting 3 weeks for this.
I can imagine. Thank you.
All right.
She turned off sound alerts chat frown. Nice meeting you, less than 3.
Well,
Nice
Lydia is always agreeing.
Thank you.
It's not a furry suit this time. Don't worry.
Okay. What do you want to turn cam on?
Oh, no.
Okay. Have you got a debate?
I have a question that leads to it.
Is it a question that is going to get me cancelled, banned on Twitch, or other?
No. What do you think of Bonnie Blue?
I think she's an interesting lass.
Is that all? Do you agree? With what she's doing?
I think that people should be allowed to do whatever they want. So I agree in the sense that people should be allowed to do whatever they want for free will, within reason. You know, as long as it's not negatively affecting other people, then do what you want to do.
All right. So my take here is that, okay, there's a lot of people in this world, right? There's sane.
What is she doing?
Insane people.
Okay, does anyone else not know what Bunny Blue is doing? Oh my gosh, I had a friend, okay, who goes to university. Bonnie Blue did a meet and greet at the university.
She's in Australia right now.
Anyways.
Doing a tour.
I wonder if it was just a meet and greet. I'm not sure, but yeah. Sorry, Harlots. What we saying?
All right, so there's a lot of people in this world, from sane people to insane.
Yes.
All right. You know how there's a lot of insane people who just crash out into their cities or whatever, make news headlines and shit.
Yeah.
My theory is that she is a shining light to the society of the insane people to keep them from crashing out onto the people.
What? So Bonnie Blue has a positive impact because she stops insane people going insane.
Yes.
How? Why? What? By
Because
distracting them?
Because the most common reason they do dumb shit is because they are lonely, right?
She doesn't make them not lonely.
Oh yeah, she fulfills all their desires.
No, she makes
And
them less
if you
lonely for like 5 minutes. I don't think that's gonna impact their life. Unless you were paying on her OnlyFans to talk for probably £5 a message. In which case, that doesn't decrease lonely. Oh wait, she does. Okay, not that I know her. Anyways, she's not really. I don't think. I wouldn't say the word is decreasing loneliness.
She is though, because like, do you see the lonely guys acting up in public? No. There's less of that. Sure, there's still some, but there's less.
How do you know there's less of that? Have you got any stats to prove that Bonnie Blue is making less guys act up? No, you haven't, by the way, to answer that.
Yeah. I met her, man. She told me herself.
You met her?
Yeah.
Well, not gonna ask anything else about that, but
we had a wonderful time, Lydia. Just so you know.
Well, did you also see her mother?
What?
Her mom is there as well. Anyway,
tormenting you make me feel sane. Ha 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 ho.
So and look, thank you. I just, I do disagree with you on that. I don't think that she is causing people to be less lonely. If anything, I feel like she's definitely broken up some relationships. So if anything, she's causing people to be more lonely.
Well, that's on them. Who depends on who left.
Probably the girls after the guys followed her.
Did you were in one or her videos?
She is. I mean, she is definitely broken up some relationships.
If the girl left, did she even love him in the first place?
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. But yeah, I think she may be adding to it. Again, I think that people,
because a real woman would stick by a man's side through thick and thin, no matter what.
No, but okay, but thick and thin is not. Is not the other person doing stuff. Thick and thin is like you I don't know, lose a limb and you lose a nose and lose an eyeball and both eyeballs and come down with the flu. That's thick and thin. Thick and thin is not, oh, I'm going to Bonnie Blue's meet and greet, babe, still love me.
Some people keep it a secret. They straight up cheating.
Well, and if they get found out, as I'm saying, I think she is adding to the loneliness thing. It's also the dude's fault in the first place. They didn't deserve their girlfriend, anyways. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a positive.
But does she not fulfill their desires temporarily, even?
Well, yeah, but I don't think that they're gonna not do some terrorism because of that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, who knows? There's a lot of people that died for being lonely, like Christina Grimmie. There's that one TikToker. There's that one cosplayer. There's that was it Korean or Asian girl, the streamer? It's like, oh man, people are going crazy.
No, but you can't say people are going crazy. People aren't necessarily going crazy. Crimes have always happened. In fact, I'm pretty sure crimes are down. Chat. Okay, am I wrong? Crimes up or crimes down?
Crimes are down.
Crimes are down. No, but crimes aren't down in the last 2. They're like still. Oh, they're not down. I think they're down. Okay, they're going up. Wait, they're going up. Way down compared to 100 years ago. Okay, but I'm talking about compared to 20 years ago. 20, 30 years ago, because less people are going outside. As a result, less people are committing crimes. They're on the internet instead, I mean, Harlots, I don't really know what else I can say about this topic. Apart from if you chat, if anyone here has a girlfriend, then
I did have a girlfriend, but she died.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right, man.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Well, if I think I think that I don't know. I think that Bonnie
Or hold on.
Blue is not.
Hold on. Since it's
You see
been
crimes.
a hot while since I've been on your stream, I'm assuming a whole new wave of people that have not seen what I can cook
You
up on
just
camera.
said that you. Okay, you have 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and I'm kicking you out. Okay, 10, 9.
Oh, you have to let me set it up first. Hold on.
7, 6, 5. I also voted for XQC, so I can't really hate. Well, I did vote for XQC, right? Yeah, I voted for it. Yeah. Go vote for XQC. People are cute. Anyways, okay, Nosy. Oh shoot, we still have to meme me. Oh, it's fine. Oh no, it's not fine. I have auto shutdown. It's fine. Okay, Nosy, would you be able to do the honors for a lovely someone? Lars. Hello, Lars.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Good. You?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, little noob. My bad. What would you like to talk about today, Lars?
CCTV.
Oh, okay. Do you disagree with us being us?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I disagree.
Why?
You said if you were wearing a mask, you could just go home and be followed.
Yes.
What happens if you go outside the city?
Oh no, I'm talking about everywhere.
Everywhere. Off-road.
Well, I feel like in semi-built-up areas. I'm not talking about just in cities. I'm talking about like anywhere where there's like housing and stuff. I feel like if there's a lot of cameras everywhere, it's pretty easy to track people. Not everywhere like that yet.
In stores, aren't there CCTV cameras already?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about people robbing stores. I'm talking about people mugging people. I want to stop the muggings. I would just feel a lot safer walking around, if there were cameras.
Do you really think it helps?
I want to have an alpha grunt like that.
Like the drugs, people are on drugs, they don't think about.
No, but I'm not intimidated by people on drugs. I'm intimidated by group like gangs of people who are mugging people.
Gangs
I feel like I'm. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like the average person that's like off their head on drugs. Again, don't want to jinx it. Maybe I just have a big ego, but I feel like if someone is heavily intoxicated, I could probably outrun them. Right? I'm not really that intimidated by people that are hella intoxicated. I'm much more so intimidated by people that are in gangs and want to prove to their friends that they're tough. She a runner, she a track star.
Do you have any other points? I didn't really.
No, that's my point.
Yeah, and the UK is in about $3 trillion in debt. Do you really think they have the budget to put all
countries
everywhere?
are in debt, no?
Not all countries, but most.
Wait, hold on. Is there a country that isn't in debt right now?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure every single country is in debt. I mean, I don't know if we're in more than most, but I mean, the USA is definitely in a lot more debt. Ayo, free money, eh? You very good. Just keep borrowing, okay, and then lower the interest rates, and then be on like a interest only loan with 0.01%. Keep it good. That's what I would do if I were an authoritarian government, which I will be one day. No, actually, I mean, I wouldn't do that. Smile, but yeah, those are my points, Les. Do you still disagree with me?
Yeah,
you want me to get mugged? That's messed up, bruh.
But if everybody gets caught by the CCTV, is there enough places in prison? Like then you have to build out the prisons because more people get caught.
Yes.
Because of the CCTV.
Yes.
And then
so are you saying that criminals shouldn't be imprisoned because there's not enough space in prison.
Yes.
Okay, as a taxpayer, I am happy to pay a higher percentage of tax knowing that I feel safer on the street. Personally, I would rather feel safer on the street. Controversial opinion. I mean, I know this whole thing is a controversial opinion, but I just feel like, you know, when I was in Australia, I mean, I know they don't have CCTV, but I just felt like I could walk around more, you know? I feel like in the place that I live now, I can't really walk around. I was bearing in mind, like, I'm not like, I'm in like a hoodie and like I feel like I look like a man, but like even still, like I'm not saying this as a woman. I'm saying this as a person. Honestly, I feel like sometimes I feel like more scared as a man because I feel like I'm more likely to be robbed like by these like guys who are trying to prove themselves. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that it's more dangerous from, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, please don't cancel me. But I'm just saying like I'm not saying this as a woman. I feel scared. I'm saying as a person walking on my own, I don't like it. Like me dressing up as a man I feel like it doesn't really do that much to the demographic of people that I feel like are going to mug me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you live in a remote place, do you also feel unsafe walking alone?
No. It is more so built up areas.
It's not about the CCTV.
But then
it's
most
about
people do live in built up areas. Majority of the population live in not rural areas, at least in England. I don't know if that's the case everywhere.
Yeah, but like here in Norway, there's about 3,000 people living where I live. There's no muggings at all, no CCTV.
Well, then you don't need CCTV in those places, right? But I don't understand. Okay, I want to debate, like, I don't understand people that are so against all kinds of surveillance because I think a lot of CCTV is good. I think it's good. I think people are less likely to do stuff. No, not people on drugs, but I feel like people on drugs aren't the people that commit a lot of the crimes.
Yeah, I'm not saying CCTV is bad, but it doesn't need to be everywhere.
Okay, fine. Yeah, fair enough. It doesn't need to be everywhere.
Like
then I can't debate you, Les, because we agree. I think cities everywhere. Or like big towns everywhere.
Yeah, but why did your topic say you should install CCTV and face recognition everywhere?
Blame CX, okay? He's the reason that I am losing the debate. You're right, it's all CX's fault.
Blame him.
I would have won the debate, but it's because of him. True. Well, Noob, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you for having me.
I see you around.
Yeah, bye.
Always blame CX, am I right? Also Norse. Always blame Norse.